If you want to get your splits in Garmin, then you're in the right place. Over the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you how you can quickly and easily break out your next run that you've recorded on your Garmin, either by time, or you can break it out by distance, and that's either miles or kilometers. Hey, welcome to the channel, everybody. If you're new here, welcome to the Run Tall family. I'm really glad that you found us here on YouTube. Now, I post running shoe reviews, comparisons, and shoe battles weekly, but I also like to post a lot of other running videos as well, like this one. So if you enjoy watching running shoe reviews and other videos that are about running, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time that I upload new content. Okay, to do this, you're going to need to go to connect.garmin.com. I haven't been able to figure out how to break out my splits using the app. So if you don't already have an account, you're going to need to create one, but it is free and it's simple to do, and I'm not going to walk you through that process. All right, so now that you're on connect.garmin.com, I'm going to turn and look at my computer screen for a second. What you're going to need to do is to scroll all the way over to the left-hand side. And here, now the quickest and easiest way I found to do this is just go to Activities. I click on Activities here, and then I go to All Activities. And then you're going to see everything that has been recorded using your Garmin device. Now, I'm using a Garmin Fenix 6, so it's a little bit older. It's not the newest version. And Garmin, by the way, is not sponsoring this video, so they're not paying me to make it. They didn't send me any gear to review on the channel. This is simply my user experience that I wanted to share with you. All right, now from here, I'm going to click on the little runner guide that's going to bring up my my last run activities. And for me, the last time that I ran was the Boston Marathon, and that's for a different issue. So if you're already a subscriber on the channel, you know why that I'm taking a little bit of time off at the moment in between training blocks. So from here, you're going to want to click on your run activity, whichever one you want to break down your splits or get your splits for. And it's going to come up and you're going to see initially, it's just going to give you your overall pace for the entire run and how much time it took you, the distance you went, and all that kind of good stuff. But we want to break it down into a little bit more detail, which is what I have found to be super useful for training purposes. To do that, I'm going to go up here to all the way over to the right-hand side of your screen. You're going to see a tiny little gear up there. You're going to need to click on that. And then go down to where it says trim activity. Now for me on my computer, and I'm using an iMac, it's the second to the last. Okay, so it's just right above where it says delete. Don't hit delete. We don't want to delete it. Okay, so hit trim activity. Now you're going to see the same workout, the same run come up on your screen, but now you've got some choices. And so if you look over here at the top on the left-hand side, you have time. So we can break down our run by time, or we can break it out by distance. And again, this is the Boston Marathon, so this is the course. And so say I know that I was running from, let's just pick on Ashland to Framingham. And I know that that was roughly between 30 minutes to an hour. So it was that 30-minute area. So I can go up here in this box, and I like to start on the last box first. So I can highlight that, and from here I'm just going to type in until it gets to 1 hour. Okay, so we're looking at a time split right now. But I want to know, I don't want to know for the first hour. I could look at that, but I want to know from Ashland to Framingham. So and I think that's about 30 minutes in. It's going to be pretty close to that. So I'm going to go ahead and type in 30 minutes. And then you have to click off over into the white space off to the side. Now you can see that my start and finish begins basically at Ashland and ends at Framingham. And then you can see that that's about 3.9 miles between those two distances. And again, 30 minutes was the time frame that we were looking at to break out that split by. And my average pace was a 7:42-minute mile from Ashland through to Framingham. That's all there is to it. You can play around with that. You can pick any time span that you want in order to be able to get your split. Now, oftentimes, though, I like to look at specific distances, but you can break it down by mile or kilometer. So let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to click on distance. And again, here I like to start at the end, but the first thing I'm going to do is change miles to kilometers because I'm going to break that out. But if you want to go mile by mile, you could. You want to go 5-mile ranges, you could. You have full control over how you want to analyze your run in Garmin. So I'm going by kilometers, and say I want to look at my 5K to 10K split. So I'm just going to change this to, well, I'm going to put 10K because that's the finish mark that I want to look at. And I'm going to start at the 5K mark. So from here, I'm going to just punch in 5K, hit enter, click off to the side. Now you can see my 5K split from the 5K to the 10K mark. It was a 7:39 minute mile pace. It took me 23 minutes and 47 seconds. And again, that's a 5 kilometer, so it's 3.11 miles. And you can do that for any point on the race course that you want to look at. So if I want to look at Newton Hills, for example, and see how I might have slowed down at Newton Hills, I know that Newton Hills is roughly, I think that's about the 30 kilometer mark. Let's see what that gets, where that puts us. So I'm going to say 25 to 30. It's pretty close to that area. So you can see I slowed down to an 8:13 minute mile pace when I was running Newton Hills at the Boston Marathon. Okay, so that is it. That's kind of quick and dirty, but hopefully it'll give you a little bit of a pro tip on how to get the most out of your next Garmin run so that you can break it down and get your splits. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it for you. As always, run tall, run strong, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on Run Tall with Fit.